Hi EDU 300 Human Growth and Development students. This is just an intro video helping you acclimate yourself to the class. Because we do not ever meet in person and this is an online class, I want you to feel comfortable in your learning space, and this is our primary learning space where you'll get your resources and where you'll discuss with your peers, where you'll submit assignments. This is a little bit different than a brick and mortar class session, and so I want to make sure that you feel just as comfortable in this workspace as you would if you were meeting again in a classroom. So things to notice. Right here in the middle, I always organize my courses as modules, and so each module is going to be a week. So everything you need for week 1 will be found in module 1. Everything you'll need in week 2 will be found in module 2. And as we go throughout the course, this list will slowly grow. I don't like to put them all up in the beginning because I think it just looks too daunting on all the work that needs to be done. Some things to look around at, of course, your dashboard. If you click on that, that's all the classes that you are signed up for. If you don't see them like you should, there are ways to be able to highlight on what shows up in your dashboard. For this particular course, you've been signed in for this. Right here is your inbox. If you would like to email me through Canvas, you can do that. I prefer just to email through my email itself rather than Canvas, but whatever works best for you. Right here, I can see this begin here module, and what this is really for is to get you started with the class. This video is this Canvas how-to video right here, so you've already made it that far. You have already done the begin here directions. You've already probably read the welcome letter, looked at the syllabus. This is the how to use Canvas video, and then again here is how to make sure that you have the required smart book portion of our textbook. If you get confused on this and you have to call McGraw-Hill Connect support, do not feel bad. I had to do the same thing to make sure that I had set up the course correctly for you guys. Also here, it lists that you're supposed to complete your goal plan assignment and introduce yourself to the class on the Canvas page. Now, from here you can hit this next button. I always like just going back home and controlling how I work through it myself. Here is the welcome letter for you guys. Some of you might already have read it. If not, go ahead and look that over. It just gives you more information on the class. Here is a video that you can click on, and then I always have them start in a new window so you don't lose where you were. And this will walk you through the syllabus. It's what I would have done if we were meeting in person, and so I want to make sure you get that same experience. Just to exactly know what's going on in the course so there's no confusion, no surprises, to make sure that you are the most successful you can be. So I'm going to go back. Here is the syllabus itself in a PDF if you would like to download it and print it. Here's this Canvas how-to video, and then here is your first assignment, and it's this goal plan assignment. I can click on it and I can see that it says that there's no due dates. I do that because life is crazy, and sometimes I feel like it is easier to grade and submit if there's no due dates on them. If that is an issue and you want me to put due dates on the assignments, I can, but for every module, the due dates are at the end of that particular week. And so this first, before you begin module, and module 1 is due at the end of week number 1. Module 2 will be due at the end of week number 2. So what you're going to do here is you can see that it's worth 10 points, and you're going to submit a file upload. Here is the directions for the assignment, and to submit you just hit that yellow button, and then you are going to choose a file from your computer. It is best if you save your files as a PDF rather than a docx or a Word document, a Google document, because as soon as you save it and export it as a PDF, all of your organization and all your settings are saved exactly as you see them. Sometimes students will send me something that they made in Word, and once it gets to me, all of the settings, the font, the everything that you work so hard on to make it look so nice has been changed because we are operating under different operating systems on our computers. So if you save it to a PDF, that helps a lot. Again, you'll choose file and then you'll submit your assignment. I'm going to go back and it's going to get mad at me. Oh, it didn't. That's your first assignment that you're going to submit. This is your first discussion that you're going to take part in. It tells you what the discussion is about. It's an intro discussion. Let the group know who you are, what you're studying, your plans for the future, any interests that you have. And how you do this is you just click where that says reply and you can type whatever you want. When you're finished, you can go ahead and post your reply. With my discussions, I always make it that you cannot see what other people post until you have done your initial post. I feel like that has my students give it more of a go to begin with than if you read what other people say. It just helps with the creative thinking a little bit more. So that's the Begin Here module. Our goal was really to do that early in the week. You could even do that in one setting and get that whole thing done maybe in an hour early this week, this first week of school. Module 1 itself is due at the end of our first week of classes. And so that would be due by Sunday, January 19th at midnight, because that's the end of our that's the end of our first academic week. And so this is always set up the same exact way. You'll have your directions. Right here is where I will place the video. And then you will always have your smart book assignment, your chapter 1 lecture, how you reflect on the lecture, your observation discussion, and sometimes this right here will be those interviews that you do, and then your quiz. So it's always the same pattern of reading, practicing what you've read, listening, reflecting, observing and discussing, and then assessing. So we can look right here. If you are like me, I would want to print this off and cross off each thing as I work my way through the week. Again, you will always see each week there is a read and a smart book, a listen and a reflect, and observe and discuss, and then an assess portion. Now, I'm not going to go through specifically what Module 1 has for you to do, but you can see there's the directions. Right here is the smart book assignment. This part is really, really important. For you to get your grade, your 10 points on this, you have to follow this specific link to the smart book assignment, not start itself in smart book. So I'm going to click here and it's going to bring me to my smart book assignment, and I can hit launch and it'll take me to chapter 1. It's really important that you do it that way so you get your points. Right here is our chapter 1 observation. Okay, same thing. You're just going to do a discussion. You're just going to read what the observation is that week. And then, of course, our quiz at the very end. You're going to take your quiz. You will always be given 30 minutes to answer 10 questions. I do not mind if you are in your textbooks looking up the answers, but with 30 minutes, you have to be pretty familiar with the text to find all of those answers in the 30 minutes. I think that is it. Module 2 will be for week 2, and we will just work our way through there. If you ever have any questions, please let me know. Email me, set up a time, and we can meet in my office. And I look forward to working with each and every one of you this semester.